What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're jumping into something. From the title, it's obviously going to be something very, very serious. The morning after I killed myself, from Illneas. Get over So All the Love in the World if you enjoy it. No idea where we're going with it, but I know there's probably going to be a deep one. There's absolutely no reason to ever take your own life. I truly do believe that. I have some friends that I wish I could bring back to explain that to. I know it's a topic that touches a lot of people out there, that a lot of people have gone through, losing friends and loved ones. So my heart goes out to you. Before we even start this, let's jump in. Let's check it out together. See what we got.
The morning after I killed myself, I woke up. I made myself breakfast in bed. I added salt and pepper to my eggs and used my toast for a cheese and bacon sandwich. I squeezed a grapefruit into a juice glass. I scraped the ashes from the frying pan and rinsed the butter off the counter. I washed the dishes and folded the towels. The morning after I killed myself, I fell in love. Not with the boy down the street or the middle school principal, not with the everyday jogger or the grocer who always left the avocados out of the bag. I fell in love with my mother and the way she sat on the floor of my room, holding each rock from my collection in her palms until they grew dark with sweat. I fell in love with my father down at the river as he placed my note into a bottle and sent it into the current. With my brother, who once believed in unicorns but who now sat in his desk at school, trying desperately to believe I still existed.
We can't bring anybody back to see how they felt. But there are things out there. There are people's stories out there. People that have survived attempts and gone on to do great things. There are people I watched a documentary where they did this thing and they asked all of the people that survived jumping off of the Golden Gate Bridge how it felt. They said when they let go of that rail, the very first thought in their head, the very first feeling was pure regret. Like, I shouldn't have done this. This is deep and meaningful, and you get to see the perspective of the people that are left behind. There's always pain. There's always a hole that will never, ever be refilled.
The morning after I killed myself, I walked the dog. I watched the way her tail twitched when a bird flew by, or how her pace quickened at the sight of a cat. I saw the empty space in her eyes when she reached the stick and turned around to greet me so we could play catch, but saw nothing but sky in my place. I stood by as strangers stroked her muzzle and she wilted beneath their touch like she once did for mine. The morning after I killed myself, I went back to the neighbor's yard where I left my footprints in concrete as a 2-year-old. And examined how they were already fading. I picked a few daylilies and pulled a few weeds and watched the elderly woman through her window as she read the paper with the news of my death. I saw her husband spit tobacco into the kitchen sink and bring her daily medication. The morning after I killed myself, I watched the sun come up. Each orange tree opened like a hand, and the kid down the street pointed out a single red cloud to his mother. The morning after I killed myself, I went back to that body in the morgue and tried to talk some sense into her. I told her about the avocados and the stepping stones, the river and her parents. I told her about the sunsets and the dog and the beach. The morning after I killed myself, I tried to unkill myself, but I couldn't finish what I started.
If that one didn't do something to you, I don't know if you're gonna feel about anything today. Absolutely beautiful. Something that people need to hear. There's a whole bunch of people out there right now that are teeter-tottering on whether or not it would be the best option, and it never is. You have no idea the impact that it leaves, the crater that is left. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a family member. It doesn't have to be a stranger that you met on the street that you made feel happy. Anybody, an animal that you love. Somebody will be hurt by you departing. And it's not something that you can just take back. I've had far too many of mine go. I don't want to see anybody else go. That's why we need more awareness, more ways to see the signs, because sometimes you never know. Talk to somebody. Reach out to someone. If you're feeling like that, 100% get help. Reach out to anybody. Because somebody will miss you. I promise you that. Nobody goes and is unmissed. If you enjoyed it, get over so Illneas, all the love in the world. If you didn't enjoy it, I don't even know what to say to you. Till the next one, I'm the Combustible. You guys be happy, healthy, stable. Love you to the moon and back. Peace.